Howdy, folks. I'm Rebecca Jolly from Jolly Alchemy, and today I would like to give just a little bit of an explanation of what it is that we're seeing when we look at a human design chart. So, there are 9 centers, there are 64 gates, that's what these little numbers represent, or little stop and start, 0 and 1s on the energy flow between these centers along these lines that we call channels. What we see when we're looking at this whole entire chart is the capacity of humanity. So we as humans, each one of us, have the capacity to have energy or to have this aspect of us be activated in one way or another. And this is how we get wisdom. But there's two ways of looking at it. There's the on and the off. So when we look at our personal charts, what we're seeing is all the colored bits are the things that are on. They're on for our whole entire life. They're on forever. So these are specialties that we're coming into the world with, and we can give these specialties to others. Now, that's one side of it, and that's one side, and learning about that side of it is an important part of human design. Another equally important part of human design is understanding that all the other things that we don't have lit, that doesn't mean we don't have it. Everyone has everything in human design. We are all humans. It's just that we access these things in different ways. We don't have this energy in us all the time. So the places that are open or white in our charts, they represent where we're not coming into the world with wisdom already, but where we can gain wisdom. So yes, it's where we tend to be broken at first glance, or as we're starting to develop. But as we become more wise about our systems and what's going on, and we understand both our energy and other people's energies, we can understand that these are activations, these are our gifts, and these are our receptors. Here's where we can experience the wonder of seeing something both on and off. So what we first see to be, oh, these are my gifts, when we see our human design chart. When we get a little farther on, we also get to see that these are also our limitations, because we will never know what it's like to not be feeling energy there. For example, I have a defined throat. I can always talk. I've always had the ability to explain things. I haven't always been able to physically explain them, and that's made physical problems for me. But I've always been able to explain things. So when I talk to someone like this over here, who has both an open throat and an open mind, I'm able to see that, but I will never be able to experience the ability to not have an explanation. When I see somebody like this, I say to them, oh, you have the ability to see into other people's minds and see how they're thinking, but a lot of times you can't actually explain all the things that you're seeing. And they go, oh yeah, that's totally it. I see so many things, but I can't say it, I can't share it, I can't get it out. And then that pressure builds there, so that when I feel that energy, I just, oh, now I want to say it, now I want to get it out. And I can see it from the outside, but I will never understand that process from the inside. And so this strength of mine is also ultimately a limitation. Similarly, these things that initially seem to be limitations, oh, I have an open willpower center. That means I will naturally have more issues with self-esteem. It can also be, once I have the ability to focus on it, either consciously or unconsciously, it can also be a center of massive wisdom about the willpower and the ego, that a person like this, who is defined in the willpower and ego, just won't have, because they already have that gift. They're not looking at it in the same way, and they're not able to experience the on and the off of it. So there's a lot to learn in human design, both about what we have, what's ours, what's to rely on, and all the places that are able, and these are in every one of our charts. There's way more openness than there is definition. Abilities for us to become wise in this world. So that's it. Definition versus receptors, openness versus definition, and the on and off, or this and that way of seeing the overall design of humanity. So we all have everything, but we don't have it all the time. So when we have something temporarily, it gives us the chance to focus on it, look at it, learn from it in a way that somebody who has that kind of definition is not going to be focusing on and looking, because they can't tell the difference. They've always got it. They've always had it. So they take it as a baseline thing. Yeah, that's what needed to be explained here. So take care of yourselves, folks. Until another explanation, take care. Bye.